What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're still very early into the NBA season, but there's been a team that's been electric because of a rookie and, of course, another guy on the 76ers roster. VJ Edgecombe has been absolutely amazing as a rookie for Philadelphia, as they've started off 4-0. Tyrese Maxey has also been amazing. So basically, I don't even really know what I'm going to title this video, but the premises of this video is we got to do a video talking about VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey, of course, too. So let's go ahead and jump in and basically do a 76ers rebuild, mainly focused on VJ Edgecombe. VJ Edgecombe is currently, in my opinion, leading the Rookie of the Year award race. I will say there's a bunch of good rookies playing well so far right now. Cooper Flag, unfortunately, not being one of them at the moment. I know he had an okay game, I believe, against, I forget which team it was. I think it was the Wizards or someone else. Regardless, that's besides the point. VJ Edgecombe is averaging 22 points per game on 43% from three to start his career. And then, of course, Tyrese Maxey, man, he's averaging 37 points per game right now. So, absolutely incredible stuff. The 76ers have started off 4-0. But if you play 2K26, you probably know that the 76ers, unfortunately, really suck in the 2K sim. So I'm kind of expecting this to go absolutely backwards. No, Paul George, of course, is not healthy right now. I even have 2K injuries on, and for whatever reason, I guess Paul George just didn't make the cut for 2K to fix those injuries. I don't know, but whatever. When he'll be back, it really doesn't matter. Regardless, I just got to make sure Edgecombe starts, and then we are going to simulate the rest of the season. So the only thing I expect to see here is this team end up being in the lottery regardless, because they are so bad in the 2K sim, but maybe I'm a little surprised, and maybe that's not what happened. So I will see you guys at the end of year one. But basically the point is, I'm probably going to get rid of Embiid. I'm probably going to get rid of Paul George, and we're going to be focused on simply Edgecombe being the main guy. And of course, Maxey will stick around as long as we want him to as well. So let's see how this team finishes out. I'm expecting this team to fall off, though, unfortunately, to be honest with you. So at the end of year number one, SGA wins MVP. Flag does still end up winning Rookie of the Year. He's just inevitable in the Bobby Portis year 6. Man, I was kind of hoping to see VJ Edgecombe get in there, but unfortunately he did not. Here is your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third team. But if we don't get Edgecombe in an All-Rookie first team, I'm going to be very disappointed. He is on here, and it looks like he was literally second in the rookie race. Now, his stats did come down from 22 to 15, but I'm expecting that to change as, you know, as quickly as next offseason. I even have, like, I will say, like, progression boosted up really high for this scenario today, because I do think it's gonna be fun to watch him hopefully develop like crazy. So as I mentioned, I expected us to fall off, and we did. We went 35 and 47, so that's kind of what I expect when it comes to the 76ers in 2K. So Edgecombe did miss some games, but he played 72. Joel Embiid only played 66. Maxey played all 82, averaging 25, which is great. But let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Pacers. And we do get past the Pacers. Can we beat the Raptors as well? No, we get eliminated. Honestly, I think that's actually, no, I'm pretty sure we don't get our pick this offseason now that I think about it. I think it's going to OKC unless if it fell into the top three. So that doesn't even really help us. But we got the Thunder and the Cavs, and the Thunder adding a lottery pick also get another championship back-to-back over the Cavaliers. Kyle Lowry is going to retire, and then let's go to this lottery. Like I said, I'm pretty sure our pick is headed to this Thunder, and I'm pretty sure 2K actually has this pick correct, unless, like I said, it jumps up, but it does not. So again, I have to, you know, kind of beat a dead drum here, but I got to fix some draft picks because fortunately 2K doesn't have them fixed. So the Suns should not have number one overall pick, but I'm going to fix that and then maybe some other things. And we'll go ahead and get into this offseason. I'm probably going to trade Embiid, honestly, this offseason right now. So I'm trying to accomplish a Joel Embiid trade to Miami. I did throw him in the trade finder, and there was some crazy offers, and I'm not going to lie, but I didn't know if I wanted to bring in some of the guys that are being offered to me. But this is the trade I'm trying to pull off. I have no idea if Miami will do this or not, but I'm trying to get Wiggins, Clay Ware, Jovic, 2 firsts, and Dame Sarr. They don't agree to that, so let me take out Dame Sarr at least and see if we can get this. They want Justin Edwards. We give them a Clippers unprotected. We get Davion Mitchell. I prefer not to do that, to be honest with you. I'd rather keep everything I have going on here, but I don't mind this as a trade. What if I threw Wofford in here? Does that make a difference? Again, they want to take first for me, which is kind of annoying, but this is 2K for you. You can't trade a superstar and make it realistic. There has to be some weird caveats. So sure, why not? We'll just go ahead and do this so I don't have to worry about trade overriding. So we'll go ahead and do that trade, even though I hate that I have to give up a first in that scenario, but whatever. You get the point. I wanted Embiid gone to maximize VJ Edgecombe. Clay Ware is here now. He's not someone developed super well, but like I said, I have progression boosted really high, so maybe he will be beneficial. He'll benefit off that. We'll see. But yeah, we're in a new direction now. So we obviously kind of have our 3-guard, actually now 4-guard rotation, Maxey, McCain, and Mitchell. Edgecombe, of course, too. Paul George is here for now. We have Wiggins, who will be fine piece for now, and Edwards. Nikola Jovic isn't a bad piece to bring in. Khalil Ware, I'm going to give him a chance to start at center this next season, but we'll see if that sticks long term. And then we can just bring in like a backup for us. So this offseason is not going to be anything too crazy. I think I'm just going to go Achua, and we simply just bring in Joel or get Joel Embiid out of here. I'm also not going to bring Quentin Grimes back. I'm just going to go Achua, renounce everybody else. We're going to let Quentin Grimes sign that offer sheet somewhere else as well. And boom, that's our offseason. So that's the first step in the process. Now the moment of truth to see how much these guys develop. And Edgecombe is up 6 overall to an 82. Floware is up to an 81, and of course, Paul George is regressing like crazy as I expected, and McCain also developing super well. But McCain and Maxwell share the point guard rotation, and then we'll probably move Mitchell, maybe like that. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But basically, that's what I wanted to make happen, and we're able to succeed in that. So let's get into the rotation for year number 2, where VJ Edgecombe should have a way bigger role in his sophomore season. So here is the rotation going into this next season. We got Maxey, Edgecombe, Paul George for now, Nikola Jovic, Khalil Ware, McCain, Wiggins, Justin Edwards, and Precious Achiuwa as your rotation. So Edgecombe is getting a bunch of minutes, and then they did want to start McCain over Maxey, but I really can't get behind that idea, to be honest with you. And then the only thing I want to look at is what are the tendencies for this team. So I'm going to push down McCain. Actually, McCain's is fine, but what is Paul George's at? Yeah, Paul George is someone that needs to absolutely kick rocks in this scenario. So we'll go Edgecombe, pretty high shot tendency, and Maxey also a fairly high shot tendency. So that's what I want. Year number 2 will hopefully go better than year 1. Embiid is gone, which would you think would hurt us, but it may make us better. I have no idea. We'll go ahead, see what happens at the end of year number 2, unless we do trade someone at the deadline, but I think that might be hard to pull off. Paul George is going to be a very bad or very tough contract to get off of. So at the end of year 2, Jokic wins MVP, Peterson and Memphis wins Rookie of the Year. So it looks like they got themselves a guy for them. And here were the rest of your awards. So I will be honest with you, this year did not go as planned either. Although I will say I didn't really have any expectations. So can I really say it didn't go as planned? I don't know. But the one thing I did see at the deadline is that Edgecombe did have a really good season, averaging 24 points per game. And Maxey also averaged 24 next to him. McCain had 18 and Paul George had 13. My hope was with Paul George is either he's going to retire or that he will just be a big expiring that we can use to our advantage. We'll have to see where that decides to go. We are not in the playoffs this time, and I also don't know if we have our lottery pick this offseason. If we do, that'll be big time because, as you can see, 24 and 58 is not ideal, not what I wanted to see. But I think this next season with guys coming off the books, we will be back in the playoff mix next year. I really do. So, Paul George, are you calling it, or we're going to use your big contract for something else? It looks like he's going to stick around, which makes sense, man. Why would you leave $54 million on the table, right? So, we are projected. Oh, I guess the Nets may have our pick, probably from the James Harden trade. So, actually, I guess we get to keep it. 5th overall pick. So, we get to pick a number 5 here, which is awesome. So, we'll go see if we can get something there. I'm also going to extend Nick Nurse despite the fact we have not been good. But the thing is, I do believe if we get this right, we'll turn things around pretty quickly here. So let's go to jump in and draft with pick number 5 and see what we get. So how the order goes, we got Tyron Stokes going to Washington. We got Stefan going to New Orleans, Hugo going to OKC, and Christian Collins to Houston. I would have loved to have taken Christian Collins, but we do have this guy instead. I always never know how to say his name, but he is a perfect fit for what we need right now. So I will bring him in to be our brand new 4, because last year we were starting Nikola Jovic, so he will definitely get a role right away. So we needed a forward, and we accomplished that here. We do have some player options, and as I mentioned, I'm not too surprised to see Paul George accept his player option, and then qualifying offer is nothing. But the good thing for us is Paul George isn't expiring, so it makes it a little bit more easier to get rid of him. So that is the plan. I think it's the next plan of action. Let's get Paul George the hell out of Philadelphia. It's time for him to go. My best offer is, well, actually, I'm going to be honest with you. There is some offers here that could make sense, but, to get rid of Paul George's contract, we weren't getting anything crazy unless if I attach assets, but I don't think we need to bring anything too crazy. I mean, we could, in theory, bring in Lauri Markkanen, which I guess would be fine, but the problem with Lauri Markkanen is he does regress like crazy, and, he has another year left of his contract. I don't hate this idea because Markkanen would fit really well. But do I want his contract on our books next year is my problem with this idea. And the regression could hit him pretty badly this offseason, or I could just get off Paul George's contract entirely. But this one definitely feels the most realistic, where the Jazz get off Markkanen's contract, they get a first-round pick. So because of the realism, I'm going to do it, even though I do feel like I don't want Markkanen long-term. But I don't hate it right now. And honestly, him as the starting small forward doesn't sound terrible. So I guess we can go with that and hope it works out. So the only thing I'd like to do is bring in a new backup guard. And we'll go like Gary Trent for that role on a minimum contract. So I'll renounce everybody else. I'm not even going to bring Wiggins back at this point. So we'll bring in Gary Trent Jr. and that will be our offseason. So let's go to progression and continue to see how this goes. So Edgecombe jumps up again. Maxey is going down, which is a little disappointing. And Markkanen didn't go down as much as it could have been. And Jovic is up. And then you got Adembona up as well. Gary Trent. What about Chloe Ware? Chloe Ware, as I mentioned, he doesn't move, which sucks because if Chloe Ware could develop into our starting center, that'd be great. But unfortunately, the man just does not move in overall. So I think we're going to have to try to trade for a center eventually. And maybe that's where Markkanen's contract comes in. Maybe at the deadline, we make an aggressive trade. We'll see. So here is a rotation going into year number 3. We got Maxey at point. Edgecombe still at the 2, obviously. Markkanen at the 3. Jovic, Chloe Ware, McCain as the 6-man. Edwards, Gary Trent, and our rookie, of course, playing some as well. So I'm excited to see how this is going to go. I do think I'm expecting a good season here, at least. I would hope anyway. But maybe we're not quite there yet. If at the deadline we can trade for a center, that'd be great. But so far, we are hovering around 500. But I think if we get that center, I think we'll be a playoff team. Just got to get that. We'll get Edgecombe continue to develop. McCain, Maxey, hopefully continue to stay great. And then, of course, our rookie, I don't know how to say his name, but Baba, I think I'm probably saying that name wrong. Or maybe that's just how you say it. Regardless, so far we're struggling, but I'll see you guys at the deadline, hopefully. So at the end of this season, Anthony Edwards wins MVP. Elijah Rinos is your rookie of the year. Darius is your 6-man. Wembanyama is your depoy. And Fears is your most improved. Edwards is your clutch player. And Jason Kidd is your coach of the year. And Hobson is your executive. So here is your All-NBA first team. We got Edwards, Jokic, Doncic, Giannis, and Wemby. All-NBA second team and All-NBA third team. All-defensive first team and all-defensive second team. And here we got, oh, wow, well, no, it's all-rookie first team. I thought it was all-defensive team for some reason, but it looks like he's hurt. Makes all-rookie first team. But again, man, unfortunately, we are just not a good team so far in the 2K simulation. It's just not going well, 30-52. But I'm hoping getting a center, like, we're going to upgrade some things. I thought I'd be back in the playoff mix potentially this year. I was dead wrong in that notion. Mavericks, of course, continue to dominate. No shocker there. Here are your retirements. So Markkanen's contract is hopefully going to come in use, even though I said that same thing about Paul George, and then I traded for Markkanen's contract. But this time around, we're going to make use of it this time, I promise. So our pick, I believe, is going somewhere else. And wow, the Nets luck out and get the 2nd overall pick from us, which is, yeah, not great, I would say. But Nick Nurse, so far, I mean, maybe extending him was a bad idea. I don't know, but I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt still. I still think there's more we can do to make this roster better. So that is what I plan to do. So Maxey is going to want to extend, which I'm more than okay with doing that. So we'll probably look to extend Maxey. And then I believe, like I said, I don't think we have a draft pick, I'm pretty sure. Maybe we have a late first. No, we did not. So we're good on that. And we'll just go straight to, we get Godson in the 2nd round. Edgecombe, Janai Broom will accept. And then qualifying offers, Chloe Ware and McCain. Gonna bring both of them back, but definitely want a new center, I would say, for sure. So Edwards, also someone I want to bring back too. Jared McCain and Chloe Ware. These are all no-brainers. So bring the young core back, continue to have them around. And now it is time to hopefully make a big trade using Markkanen. At least I hope. And then we also have Colin Murray Boyles here, who would be interesting to, throw an offer at. Kashawn George has been amazing for the Wizards too. But let's get to trading Markkanen away. Well, this won't involve trading away Lauri Markkanen, but Jalen Duren is someone I would love to have on this team to, get us in the playoff position next year. I feel like it's time to, time for us to finally make it there. So I'm going Jovic and then the guy we just drafted, and then we have this Heat pick as well. That's pretty valuable. So let's see if the Detroit Pistons will bite on this. They say no to that to start things off. I'll throw Janai Broom in here as well. Still saying no to that though. A 2nd and another 2nd. Does that get it done? No. Okay. I would throw in another 1st because I feel like, Duren would definitely upgrade us. And yeah, so Duren is coming over. kind of an expensive trade, but I think it was a necessary one, and I still want to get Markkanen out of here. His contract was just kind of way too big to trade for anybody serious. So I mean, we could just keep him and have him walk in the offseason. Here are the offers we're getting. I mean, we can get like a Desmond Bane or Trey Murphy, which would be kind of crazy. I actually don't hate the Trey Murphy idea because we don't really have a starting 3 once we trade away Markkanen. So do we trade away more draft capital? Yeah, I mean, Trey Murphy would be a nice floor spacer. So let's go ahead and do this. So Trey Murphy is going to come over as well. So the only other thing we need to add is a brand new backup 4 and a backup shooting guard. And we should be looking pretty good going into next season. So Kashawn George, though, unrestricted, is feeling pretty good. So I'm going to go for him, get that done. And then Malik Monk off the bench sounds great, too. So that will be our offseason. This team has to make the playoffs next year, or I will say Nick Nurse he's gone. If we don't make the playoffs next year, he's gone. That's all I gotta say. So we bring in Duren and Trey Murphy. That should, in theory, make our team better. McCain is developing better than Maxey, which is kind of interesting. I guess I don't know why Maxey is down to 86 at 27 years old, but that's 2K for you. So let's go get in the rotation for this next season. If we're not in the playoffs, I'll be very disappointed. So here is the rotation going into this season. Maxey, Edgecombe, Murphy, Kashawn George, Jalen Duren, Jared McCain, Justin Edwards, Chloe Ware, Baba, and Malik Monk. I mean, this to me feels like a playoff team. Power Rank has us 5th overall. Jalen Duren should bring us some stability at that center position we have not had, and Trey Murphy should provide us some extra spacing. Kashawn George, the video I want to do in itself for the Wizards. He's been amazing for them as well. Unfortunately, he's not someone that like develops really well in 2K, but maybe a roster update will change that in the future. 5th power rank, Nick Nurse, you're on hot ice, man. You got to get us in there, or I'll send you back to, I was about to say some stupid joke, but let's just get to the end of the season. So at the end of the season, Peterson wins MVP. Roster is your rookie of the year. Miles Bridges is your 6th man in Atlanta. Wemby is your depoy, and Stefan's your most improved. Jokic your clutch player, and Kidd is your coach of the year. So I will tell you guys right now, I might be moving the goalpost a little bit because we have made the playoffs. Now we have to win a playoff series, and one thing we're already loving to see is Edgecombe makes an All-NBA second team. But yeah, Nick Nurse, you better get us out of the first round. I will still fire you if we don't. I will say that right now. Just a warning, but we are the 6th seed in the East, so it's not like we're overly great. We went 44-38, so kind of a disappointing record for what I want this roster to be. But regardless, we're here. That's what matters. So let's see if we're able to actually go far in these playoffs. We're about to find out, aren't we? So we're going to go 9 rotation, 50 bench utilization. I love the starting 5. They got Justin Edwards in over Trey Murphy, which is fine by me. I feel great about both those guys. So let's see if we can beat the Cavs, who are never easy here. So they got Garland, Mitchell. So it's the same starting 5 we're all aware of in real life. Game 1 is going to go to us, beat them by 4. Game 2 goes to them, though. They beat us by 30, but we win game 3 and return the favor, up 3-1. And do we beat them in 6, maybe? No, we're going to a game 7. So game 7 is indeed happening. And oh boy, we got some injuries to worry about. So Harvey Dent is starting for us. Just kidding. Donovan Dent. Okay, so they have, or Tyrese Maxey's hurt. So the reason why, okay, so McCain's not starting because I have McCain as a non-starter because I feel like Maxey deserves to start over him. But I will say, with this scenario, we probably should start him. So we're going to a game 7. Need to start our guy. So we'll go ahead and turn that off, and that should fix rotation back to where we want. So McCain and Edgecombe going to play 38-39. I mean, I feel like we still have the roster to beat the Cavs here, but without Maxey, it will be a little bit tougher. But we're on the road in Cleveland. Nick Nurse is for your job, so I hope you have these boys prepared. And it is a close game 7. They take the lead. We take it again. And we are going to win 128-126 in an absolute thriller. And now we get to play the Atlanta Hawks. If we would have gotten the Hornets, I would have felt really good about that. But unfortunately, we're still going in without Maxey. So that could hurt us a bit. But how long is he out? Oh, he's out for the season. We're not getting him back. So we're going to have to do this without Tyrese Maxey, which is going to be tough. Atlanta is always a tough out. But one thing I'm noticing is either Trae Young is gone or he is hurt right now. And he is hurt. So that's, you know, I guess both our point guards are hurt in this scenario, but they're up 1-0. They're up 2-0, and I can't say I'm surprised with this result so far as we're down 3-1, and we lose in 5 to Atlanta in the second round. So at least we got out of the first round, I guess. But, I mean, this 76ers team has been seeking a championship for so long that I can't even say that's really good enough. So we really need to apply the pressure next year. Losing Maxey, of course, in that scenario did not help anything at all. But If there's better candidates, I might be moving on here. So I did see, I think, Steve Kerr and JJ Redick. So I am going to move on from Nick Nurse. I just don't think has gone well with him. Even though he's got some good grades, I just feel like we need a change of scenario or change of scenery with that. So I'm going JJ Redick. Used to play for the 76ers at one point. Ime Udoka wouldn't be bad either, so we'll give him an offer too. And then there's some good coaches here. I think I saw Steve Kerr. I'll go ahead and throw him an offer too. I have no idea if he would choose us though. So we get either Udoka or we get JJ Redick. I mean, Udoka, I guess, has a little bit better of an offense, but as far as sports medicine, I guess it goes to JJ Redick. Steve Kerr is not coming, so we've got I mean, I guess I want the sports medicine for maybe guys staying healthy, so I'm gonna go JJ Redick. So Redick, welcome to Philadelphia, even though Udoka would have been awesome too. Again, we've traded so many draft picks. I don't even think we have a pick here either, so we had a second round options. We'll bring him back, and then this is where, you know, obviously Edgecombe's gonna get his contract, so that's gonna be done already, you know, before we even think about it. So Edgecombe, welcome back to Philadelphia. Markkanen's trade exception is still here, but probably won't use it. And we do have some money to bring in another good player, so I'll probably look to do that. All right, who do we want to bring in? I mean, we got a 10-man rotation, but I wouldn't mind bringing in like a Lou Dort or something like that. So I'm going to go Lou Dort on a minimum, bring him to Philadelphia, and let's go to progression and see if we get any other guys like developing nicely. So we do get Bob up to an 82. Edgecombe does go up one more, and Maxey continues to regress for some reason. You got Dort and Monk who will fight over that two-guard spot, you know, regressing down here. But I feel good about this next season. We got JJ Redick instead of Nick Nurse. So will that change our luck? I have no idea, but I think there's a sliver of a chance it will. And we've accomplished our goal of trying to build this team around Edgecombe. I think we've absolutely given him the keys to the franchise. He made an All-NBA second team last year. Now all that's left is hopefully, you know, maybe we get him an MVP. I might even boost his tendencies up higher. And maybe we can go into, you know, the first in the East type territory. That's what I'd love to see if we could get it. So we ran balanced last year, and I'm going to go ahead and do that again under Redick. We'll go balanced again, and we got, hopefully with the sports medicine, we'll be a lot healthier this year as well. They want to have McCain start over Maxey, and I guess at this point, he is a better overall, so I don't know if I can really stop that idea. We'll go 60 bench utilization in the regular season, and then as I mentioned, I'm giving Edgecombe a 99 or 90, yeah, a 99 shot tendency. I want this man to absolutely go off. So that's what I'm going to do for him. Hopefully that's what happens. And I will see you guys at the end of this season. Power rank's pretty high on us, so I assume things will go well. But man, the 2K sim for the 76ers is always weird. So we'll see what happens. So at the end of this season, Wemby won MVP 27-13. So no, it wasn't VJ Edgecombe, but maybe we'll see him on an All-NBA first team. We'll see. Tony Garma is a rookie of the year. Josh Giddey is your sixth man in Chicago. Wemby's your deep point, and Mohamed Faye, most improved, averaging 4, 9, and 4. How the hell does that get you most improved player? I have no idea, but hey, that's what happened. So shout out to him. And then clutch player goes to Cade Cunningham, 35 points per game. Kid coach you're at 73 and 9. So yeah, those Mavs, man. And then we did get Edgecombe winning Cup MVP though, which was cool. So he is not All-NBA first team though, which sucks. But he is not an All-NBA second team either. But he is All-NBA third team. So we'll at least take that. 26, 2, 6, and 5. 41%, 58% from the field, and 80% from the free throw line. So not quite 50, 40, 90, but 50, 40, 80 we will take. Almost 60, 40, 80 actually. But and here's all offensive teams. I mean, it'd be cool if we had Edgecombe make one of these as well, but unfortunately not the case. But we ended up being the first seed in the East at, I believe we went 60 and 22, so that's nice. So Edgecombe led the way with 26 points per game, 20 from Maxey, 17 from McCain, 17 from Baba, and 11 from Duran, and 10 from Trey Murphy, 9 and 7 from Cole Ware, and 8 from Donovan Dent, and 8 from Justin Edwards. Okay, so we feel like a serious contender, I feel like. Hopefully we do, because this is the first time under Redick that, you know, things actually went well this time around. So we'll see if we can get out of the second round. We got there last year, and the 76ers have been there before, but we get to play the Raptors, who have Brandon McCoy, Brady Dick, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, Pirtle, Quentin Grimes, Moses Moody, and Eric Dampier. So game one goes to us 122 to 94. And then one thing I want to look at as well is how healthy did guys stay. Edgecombe played all 82, which is nice. And then let's see what else we had. So 79 75. The most amount of time missed was Maxey, I would say, with 66 games played. But McCain stayed upright the whole time, so that's nice. I'm surprised Maxey didn't start with McCain getting hurt at any time, but okay. But we're up 4-0, and we beat the Raptors. So, yeah, we're out of there. McCain gets hurt, so we're back day to day. And Trey Murphy also got hurt, and Dembona got hurt. So, not great to see that, but at least we got out of round 1. And now we get the Chicago Bulls, who always have some, like, dark magic wizard power, who always end up just being, like, a sneaky good team for whatever reason. But hopefully we can still beat them. So game 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 is going to go to us as well. Game 3 goes to us, and game 4 goes to us. Okay, that was pretty easy. So we get out of there alive, and the team is healthy. So Detroit, of course, Cade is always a tough out, but hopefully we have what it takes to take them down. So let's see what the Pistons look like. We got Cade and Elijah Arenas as a backcourt. Shout out to him for that. Asar Thompson, Jeremy Sohan, Daniel Jacobson, Jovic, Paul, Sebastian, Miles Hayes, Ade, and Gideon Silas Henry. Okay. I mean, I think they're going to be tough, but we're up 1-0. They even it up. Game 3 is going to go to us. Game 4 is going to go to them. Okay, this is where we probably look to Simcast. Jalen Duren, former Piston, being hurt isn't great, but thankfully he is looking like only day-to-day. So can we win this Game 5 in Philadelphia? First time in the conference finals in I don't even know how long for the... What? Since... Am I crazy to say since the Allen Iverson days, right? Or is that wrong? It might be right. It might be wrong. Don't quote me on it. But we win Game 5. Now let's go see if we can win on the road in Game 6 and avoid a Game 7. Looks like we're healthy right now as well. Can we beat the Pistons here? And it is a close one, but we do beat them. 145 to 131. Edgecombe's averaging 28 in the playoffs right now. And now we get, obviously, the number 1 overall pick and the number, what, 3? Yeah, number 3 overall pick going at it here in the NBA Finals. Flag has already stacked up a couple championships, so hopefully it's Edgecombe's turn, but we'll see. Of course, the Mavericks are never easy to beat in the 2K sim, but it looks like we are going in healthy, so at least we have that. Edwards being hurt doesn't help, but yeah, he's out for the season, so that's not going to help. Let's see if the Mavericks have any injuries to worry about. Let's find out here. McDaniels is hurt, but other than that, they have Zion now, so we got Cooper Flag, Zion, and Kyrie, and Lively. Look at all the Duke guys they have. What the hell? So yeah, Lively Duke, Kyrie Duke, Zion was from Duke, and Flag. Dude, that's crazy. And then Christie? No, I didn't even know where Christie went, so I was just throwing a dart at the wall. That was a miss. But okay. Here we go. Game 1. We'll simcast it. We're going on the road in Dallas, so let's see if we can take out Cooper Flag and the Mavericks and dethrone them for winning another championship here. We've had a lead most of this game, but it would not shock me in the slightest if they just take it at the end. And look at that. 127 to 128. We had a really good chance to take a lead there, and we let go. I think McCain might have gotten hurt, or Maxey's just on fire. And that was a close game 1, and we're keeping it close in game 2 as well, but we're probably going to lose both games, maybe. And no, we do win game 2. So that was a big win, because we went down 2-0 after being that close. Yeah, McCain is hurt now, too, so that really does hurt us. Dislocated left patella is out for the season. Okay. Well, we got to win without him. So game 3, as long as Edgecombe stays healthy, that's the main thing. But it looks like they're going to blow us out in this scenario. Unless we get back in the game, which we're not. We're going to go down 2-1 to the Mavericks. So very brutal stuff there. But can we win game 4 and tie the series and be back in this? We're right behind them the whole time. But it looks like they're just going to keep us an arm's length away from ever taking the lead here. So, all right. I'm going to go 8-man rotation. I don't know if this is going to change a thing, but we could have had a chance to go up, 2-0 and then had a little bit more margin for error here, but now we have none. So, yeah, we're done for. So that's unfortunate. 108 to 130, we're going to lose, and the Mavericks are going to go on to win it all. So we got to the finals, got out of the East. We accomplished that, but those dreaded Mavericks in the 2K26, and we basically just have to hope Cooper Flag gets hurt, or we're just not going to win. It's just the reality. So I don't expect much to change. I feel pretty good about where we're at. I mean, we got out of the East pretty easily. So we had the 8th pick. And at this point, I thought I had a draft class loaded. I have no idea who Dedrick Carl is, but welcome to the team. Peterson will decline. And, of course, we'll accept Baba here. Donovan Dent. I won't worry about him too much. And then we have Jalen Duren, who I will absolutely bring back. What is his offers right now? So the Bulls are going in on him, but we can't lose Jalen Duren. So, yeah, I'm going to throw him a crazy amount of money, but I just want to keep this team intact because it's been good together. So, Anthony Simons, Cole Anthony, or Max Christie. We can steal the Mavericks players a little bit. Let's steal Max. No, he goes back to Dallas. Never mind. Okay, Lou Dort, Isaiah Harwell. I guess Isaiah Harwell wouldn't be bad. And he does choose us. Okay, so we'll go with that. I think we have our full rotation still, other than we need, hopefully, Maxey. Hopefully, you need to stay healthy in the playoffs. In fact, I might even turn off injuries for this season because I want a fully healthy team going up against the Mavericks. But I don't know. Maybe I'll leave them on. We'll see. It just kind of depends how I feel. But we should get out of the East again, I would hope. I mean, Detroit did give us some issues there, but Dallas is the ultimate test. Once we see them, maybe again. If we do, that would be where we need to find out. Can we beat them? So 9-man rotation right now. We're going 10-man rotation regular season. So 10-man rotation. Edgecombe still upright. I'll see you guys at the end of this season, man. So Embiid gets another MVP here, and nothing for us to show, but no All-NBA first team either for Edgecombe, and he makes an All-NBA third team just barely here at the bottom, averaging 25 points per game. And here's all offensive first team and all defensive second team, all rookie teams, and we're back in the playoff mix as the first seed in the East. So here were your player stats. So you had 25 from VJ Edgecombe, 19 from Baba. You had 17 from Maxey, 17. He's up to an 85 overall, by the way, as well. So that's big time. So there were the stats. And now it's time to figure out, can we go far in these playoffs? I mean, we got to the finals last time, and now it's hopefully time to beat the Mavericks if we see them again. Knicks are round one matchup. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG, Jovic, Karl-Anthony Towns. Game 1 goes to New York. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to New York. So far, they're giving us some issues. If we lose in the round 1, oh my gosh, I love 2K so much. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do is give this one more run, and that'll be it for me. So I'll see you guys with the snap of a finger, and hopefully we in Maverick. Oh, no, the Pistons beat them this time. And we were able to beat the Pistons, man. Come on, bro. Ah, I wanted that chance. But all right, I'm going to give this one last try. We've made it back as the first seed in the East, and the Knicks are not prowling their head, but Detroit is in here, so that makes me a little bit nervous because they just made it all the way to the finals and won, and now they're the play-in team. But regardless, you had 26 points from Edgecombe, 19 from Maxey, 18 from Baba, 16 from McCain, 10 from Duran, and 9 from Jacoby Walter. Let's go to our 9-man rotation. Let's shrink this down to bench utilization, and let's get ready for these playoffs. So we get the Indiana Pacers in round 1, who have Halliburton, Nembhard, Mathurin, Jarris Walker, and an aged Jarrett Allen. So game 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 is going to go to us. So this is already off to a much better start than last year. And we do sweep the Pacers. We get out of round 1 at least. Now we get the Washington Wizards, who have Colton Hiller, Trey Johnson, AJ DeBanza, Jonathan Kuminga, Alex Sarr, Tyron Stokes, Keontae George. Oh my gosh, this Wizards team is stacked. I don't know if we get past them. Wow, they are deep, and they got some good overalls, I will say, over there in Washington. So this is going to be tough, but here we go. Game 1 does go to us. There could be a problem where there's only one ball and not enough time to share, and we are going to, gentlemen, sweep the Wizards. Do not let them back in the series, bro. I'm not blowing a 3-0 lead to end the video. You're not letting me do that, 2K. Please tell me you're not going to let me blow a 3-0 lead to end this video. Because I will end it based off rage and just piss, you know. Okay, well, we are going to a game 7. And I am not looking forward to this. Please do not blow a 3-0 lead, man. I know this Washington team is stacked, but you gave me a 3-0 lead. Oh, wait, we're back in it. Oh, God, bro. Oh, you serious, dude? Whatever. It is what it is. So, Cooper Flag and the Mavericks and the, whatever. They win. Of course they do. Okay, I'm out of here. I love this game. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to do this with more players, so feel free, if you made it down to the end, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below more players you guys suggest for us to do this if you guys enjoy this type of video. Fortunately, today did not go overly great, although I do love the roster we had around him. Unfortunately, just did not turn into anything. So, thank you all for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.